And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of ambition from some of these superstars, to say the least. We know that Will Ospreay will meet Drew Galloway in a week. Exit Wounds, that's going to be in Newcastle. You can see it for free on the WCPW YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is a singles bout set for one fall. Coming to the ring at this time from the city of Bradford, winning tonight at 184 pounds, Liam Slater!
Liam, don't call me Dick Slater. Hey, good luck. Good luck. This kid had I thought a really good night and at True Destiny.
Absolutely.
I saw things, flashes. I don't want to go all the way and say brilliance, but I saw flashes of great potential. So we'll see here how a tag team guy can evolve into maybe a top singles competitor.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see is how does Liam Slater work on his own?
Could Zack Sabre Jr. be the long-term future of WCPW?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that Zack Sabre Jr. is quickly becoming one of my most favorite wrestlers. He really is a purist dream. To watch him is to really watch some good quality professional wrestling.
A real sportsman. He is just as popular in the United States as he is here in Britain.
Zack spent a lot of time over in Japan honing his craft, and now the world is getting to know Zack Sabre Jr.
One of the most popular independent wrestlers in the entire world. You'll see him in all continents in main event level matches around the world. So Zack Sabre Jr., as you can hear the chant, against a very motivated Liam Slater.
Now, you alluded to it, Liam being known as mainly a tag team wrestler, and when I run through the annals in my mind, I think of tag team wrestlers that have forayed into singles wrestling. Jack Briscoe, Shawn Michaels, even Ricky Morton. One thing all those three have in common, they're all Hall of Famers.
Good point. Good point. Steve Austin started as a tag team wrestler.
There you go.
A lot of guys did, you know, that's just, you're right.
So did Sting.
Very good point, yeah.
Now the thing that I'm keeping an eye on here is anytime an opponent's limb is exposed or within reach for Zack Sabre, he jumps right on it, and that's what makes Zack so dangerous.
Sabre has great ring awareness, and that's something that you can't teach. This young man just has that innate ability inside the squared circle. Keeping his shoulders off the canvas. You saw a bridge there for like 3 seconds. He bridges off the canvas, so there's no issue about his shoulders being down.
Look at that right there. It looked like Liam had the arm, but Zack was able to turn it around, and now he has control of the heel and ankle, never having much separation between himself and his opponent. Does Zack Sabre Jr.
We're curious to see how Slater is going to fare with this outstanding Zack Sabre Jr. because, quite frankly, we know what we got with Sabre, but the jury is still out a little bit on Slater.
Look at that, nice little reversal there by Liam, comes up with an ankle of his own. I like how he repositioned his opponent there to the middle of the ring. A little modified step over toe hold there. If Liam falls backwards here, chooses to bridge, and look at that, the pressure on the ankle and knee.
Knee in a very precarious angle here. And look at Sabre. He uses his other leg.
Yeah, just fantastic.
To counter.
And you know something? Normally, you don't see Zack Sabre forced into a defensive position with his back to the ropes, being forced to break. And Liam Slater caused that. So a tip of the cap if we're going on points, which we're not. Liam gets a little nod there, a little mark.
When I was a referee in the 70s, there was a great British wrestler named Johnny Eagles, real name Roy Boyd, that Zack Sabre Jr. reminds me of because of those counters like that, using the legs. He takes what's there, does Sabre. He's not looking for one specific thing. He takes what's available and uses it to his advantage.
Talking about British wrestlers, Liam Slater is a product of the training of the great Marty Jones. Any way you look at it, wrestling fans, if you don't know these names, Google them and look it up, because what's old is new again, and all these young, exciting wrestlers, they're paying homage to the greats of the past.
The great Marty Jones, none better. Great coach, great instructor. One of the legendary world of sports stars is Marty Jones, and a fabric of the British wrestling community.
Speaking of world of sport, we see a little Jim Break special right there. Oh, great counter there into the choke.
And the leg body scissors, legs getting into the action. And to his credit, Liam Slater with a nice counter. Slater not wasting any time. Shoulders are down and Slater went for it. Got a near fall.
And you know, normally you don't see Zack Sabre sit in a prone position too long. He was prone for about 2 seconds there, and Liam jumped right on him.
Sabre's got his own hand. Well, he did have his hand locked. Now Slater's negotiated that away from him. Sabre counters, and he's got to hold the ankle. Something coming up. See the ankle, the foot, and certainly Slater saw it, felt it.
JR, dare I say that Liam Slater is going hold for hold, hanging with Zack Sabre? Because look, Zack is now taking a lower attack onto the ankle.
Absolutely. Slater knew coming in here that he had a lot to prove, a lot of eyes on him. How would Liam Slater do without his tag team partner, Johnny Moss?
Showing it right here, right now. Of course, Johnny sustained an injury a couple of weeks ago at True Destiny in the ladder match, but credit Liam Slater, and he told me that Johnny phoned him and said, hey, go on out there and do your thing. Don't wait for me to come back, and I admire that.
Wow. Look at this, the old joint manipulation, the fingers and the wrist.
So he's going for a modified Paradise Lock, sugar hold there.
There's Sabre's head in the spine as a point of balance and leverage.
Go.
Drop kick by Slater, who quickly goes to the opportunity to pin Zack Sabre Jr.
The first high-impact move of this match.
Does Sabre's face tell you that this is not exactly how I thought it might be?
Yeah, he looks frustrated. He really does, and I was going to say the first high-impact move of this match in the column of Liam Slater, and now Zack Sabre getting tied up here in a precarious position.
Wow, look at the restrictions that Liam Slater has applied and put on Zack Sabre Jr. Headbutt to the sternum. Snapmare quickly executed. Oh, wow. Man, I haven't seen a move like that in years.
And Zack may be getting a little frustrated there. A little bit of aggression from ZSJ. Here we go.
The uppercuts traded in kind and down, changed levels did Zack Sabre Jr.
Hey, great counter there by Liam, and look at Zack. Doesn't want to go to the ropes. Oh, wow. How about that respect right there?
Clean break by Slater. I like that.
Ooh.
Hard kick. Kicks can be very debilitating.
And it looks like Zack has a little bit of, he's hesitant. He doesn't necessarily want to move in so quickly. I think Liam has won some respect from old Zack.
Sabre, trying to bridge out of this predicament, has had a hard time getting untracked. And that that's heel hook.
Painful. Gotta be careful.
Sabre is not having an off night.
No.
Quite frankly, Slater's having a great night. When you can go hole for hole with a magician like Zack Sabre Jr., you're doing some things right. And he's been exchanging the submission attempts. That right leg. A free leg is a dangerous leg. And Sabre rolls through.
Ooh, again.
And he is a magician.
Yep, and no shame in going to the ropes there, because that modified heel hook will end your career. Not just put you on the shelf, end your career.
ZSJ is a wrestling magician.
Back to the collar and elbow tie-up to establish dominance.
Northern Light suplex out of the Greco-Roman knuckle lock by Liam Slater, who, I'll tell you what, if anybody's scouting this match, any promoters, any wrestlers, and you're wondering if Slater can be a singles competitor, I think we're answering, oh my, a lot of questions. The answer is yes. Suplex, float over, lateral press, and Sabre Jr. with a near fall. And he's got a better look on his face now, Matt, this Sabre.
Yeah.
He seems to be not as distressed, and we'll see if that's going to pan out for him.
And I've noticed here that Sabre has enjoyed success with high-impact moves, whereas normally he utilizes submission. So the fact that Liam Slater has forced Zack Sabre to change up his strategy and his game plan, that's a feather in the cap to Liam Slater.
Drop kick and a nip up.
Come on, don't worry about the people.
Slater just gave Zack Sabre Jr. some time back, but he's trying to make up for that lost time, literally. Sabre knocked down. It's just been hard for Slater to maintain sustained offense.
Oh, look at that. I've said it before, crossing the legs exposes the hip.
And the lateral press after the suplex got a near fall.
A rather lethargic kick out by old Zack.
This is, if you're a Zack Sabre Jr. fan, I know many are, this is a much harder match, I'm sure, that you thought this was going to be, because of the unknown element of Liam Slater. He's learned a lot with Mossy.
Yes. And I'm sure a lot of this is on Liam's own, too, and his training with the aforementioned Marty Jones. There it is.
Octopus. I don't think Antonio Inoki gets a royalty on that anymore. I think it's past the
statute.
Yeah, the statutes are gone. Gut buster.
Look at Liam staying close to his opponent.
Gut wrench. Sabre just barely able to kick out it.
There it is, the wounds of war.
That might be from a tooth. Wouldn't be surprised that's wound wasn't inflicted by a ZSJ tooth. Oh, man, wow, what a suplex.
Good old half and half with the bridge, and not enough.
That came out of nowhere. Again, Sabre Jr. just simply taking what's there, what's available. He takes the smallest opportunity and turns it into something big and significant.
And Zack has not dictated the offense in this match in quite some time. So to your point, Liam is forcing Zack to change up on the fly. Whoop.
Backslide.
That's how Kerry Von Erich won the NWA World title.
Hard kick to the heart. And the lateral press earns Zack Sabre Jr. yet another near fall.
Look, Slater's shoulders are still down.
Hey, I'm going to be honest, dead honest with you, Matt. I really believed that this match would be over sooner than this, and I thought that Zack Sabre Jr. would have his hand up by now. So, to the credit, all the credit goes to Liam Slater for hanging with one of the greats in the world, hold for hold, move for move here on television. slam. Okay, Slater could be a big move away from an upset.
Oh, he got caught. Remember, the maneuver's on the neck.
And now the cross arm breaker.
Oh!
Rolled up. Sabre had to relinquish the hold or get pinned.
Fantastic counter. It tells me that Liam's been doing his homework.
Yeah, a beautiful counter. You saw that jarring of that left knee.
You hate to see this match come to a screeching halt because of something like that, but it's all part of the game.
Half crab, modified. Sabre does not get in a hurry. Nice counter, reversal. Leg ankles are hooked. Hard kick again. And another counter again.
Great power by Liam Slater.
It's been the trend, a strike and a counter.
Diving headbutt, shades of Mr. Fuji.
Hey, wait a minute. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Liam Slater!
I don't believe it.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give a standing ovation, and this time it's for Liam Slater.
I don't think Slater's even aware that he won the match.
Wow, it was counter wrestling after counter wrestling. Sprinkle in some high impact moves. And Liam Slater has the biggest victory in his career, dare I say it.
Some might say that these men can wrestle 10 times, and Zack Sabre Jr. would win 9 of them. Whether true or accurate or not, I don't know. But all I do know is that right here on this television broadcast that the world is watching is one of the biggest upsets we've witnessed in years.
Wow, and Zack, normally cordial and polite, storms off, leaving Liam Slater alone in the ring to receive the adulation of the What Culture Pro Wrestling faithful.
A monumental victory on a major night right here for Liam Slater. What an upset.
Unbelievable. You never know. Expect the unexpected here in WCPW.
I never saw that one coming.
This is Lucas Archer, and we need your support. Hashtag Prospect to Orlando.
This is Alex Gracie, and this is an emergency. Hashtag Prospect to Orlando.
We are willing to do absolutely anything.
And we mean anything.
Such as
Bar mitzvahs,
children's parties,
taking cream pies to the face,
stealing the primate's mask,
admitting that Jack the Jobber does have a better hairline,
pee in James R. Kennedy's shoes. We need your help to take the next step to Orlando.
We need your help by going on
www.prospect2orlando.com
and donate as much as you willingly can, or whatever you can afford. WCPW management have guaranteed that if Prospect do get to Orlando, they have a secured match against Drake and James R. Kennedy. Now, why wouldn't you pay for that?
From us to you.
Thank you.
Who's the one guy that I don't like more than anybody in this world right now? Think about the feuds I've had over the companies over the years. Got some names in your head? Probably wrong, but since you're watching WCPW, we'll narrow it down to that, so you probably get a good idea. It's not Joe Henry if you've just been watching the past few weeks. You've missed, certain episodes where certain things happened that made me feel this way, because this individual, in particular, is the guy I wanted to wrestle more than anybody else in the world. And I wanted to do it here, in front of these fans because they appreciate these kind of matches. And it could have been a match of the year style match. But he chose to get ahead of himself. He chose to believe the hype. I got a lot of buzz for myself. He did exactly the same, and I was excited for him. Excited to see someone else doing so well without a big machine behind them. And we were going to have a match that the world deserved to see. And he believed the hype. He got the big head. He got the stupid smug look in his face. That was fine. We could have still had a good match. Then he got in my business. Then he stole my title. Then he hit me with an iron bar. I had to handle my business with Joe Henry. The second it's done, he's so bold to walk out to the ring and challenge me. Insinuate I'm not man enough to fight him. In case you've not guessed, I'm talking about Will f***ing Ospreay. Well, after everything you've done to me, you've got the balls to walk out there and challenge me to a match. We ended up having a tag match. Really enjoyable tag match. Loved beating the absolute hell out of you. After that match was finished, you chose to low blow me and drop me once again. The time has come. The time has come to have that match. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be the kind of match everyone deserves. It's not going to be the kind of match that social media is going to go crazy for. Your smug smile. I'm going to headbutt you. I'm going to break your nose. You're high flying. You're best in the world, high flying. I'm going to break your legs. You're not going to come back the same. You never will be the same. But if you're able to come back, and you have the mind to come back, if you're going to be mentally there when you finally come back, maybe you'll have some fucking respect.
Monday, March 6th, live from Newcastle, and free on YouTube. Drew Galloway will defend his WCPW championship against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. And the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will defend his WCPW Internet Championship. WCPW proudly presents Exit Wounds. Monday, March 6th, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern. Tickets still available at WC.PW.